Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to Risk of Rain. Uh, we are going, we are doing a little bit of a test, and the reason why I say test instead of like we're gonna be playing the game for funsies is because I have obtained new internet, and I would like to give it a little bit of a test drive when it comes to my streams. Now, what does this mean for you as viewers? Well, it could mean a few things. It could mean that my content changes ever so slightly from being predominantly solo or really like arguably shoddy co-op gameplay that doesn't look very good at all to videos in at least 720p base, even though I don't even think this game can get to 720p base, but I'll be damned if we aren't going to try. And we're going to be trying out this plus my like the as much of a strain on my connection as I can is essentially the play. And as you've seen, we are playing Risk of Rain. Risk of Rain, as some but not all of you may know, is a little sort of but not completely sort of side scroller shoot 'em up kind of style, which to its credit, it actually is very fun at what it does. And we are going to be playing this for about an hour. Whether we're in the same run or not will be determined by how good my actual skills are at Risk of Rain, as well as um how well my RNG is. Because for those of you who know nothing about this game has a lot of RNG elements. Somewhere RNG is not really necessary, but it is still fun. So, our big idea is going to be we want to level up. We want to get some more. We want to level up. We want to get gear, which we can get gear from chests and from these statues. And we are going to be trying as hard as we can to get as much gear as we can. And at the uh, every, you know what? I'll do it in 10-minute like every 10 minutes I'll head to a new area and like we'll do a boss and we'll go to a new area. That way I can get as much stuff as reasonable in the area I'm in currently while still making it seem, I don't know, arguably not as crappy. But for those of you who care, which I don't know how many of you it is, because I honestly don't know how many of you actually enjoy my Smite content, but if this video turns out to go well, I will probably end up starting up some Smite stuff. Not necessarily like a Let's Play, because you, A, can't do that, and B, I don't think it would be very... I don't think it would be very fun to have me playing through an entire, like, that entire game. Well, all of Smite, like, play through, like, do, I don't know, like, 25 matches per stream. Because, A, that would take me through, that would be like a 10-hour stream, and B, I don't want to burn out on it, but, like, every few days, like, maybe on, like, Fridays or so, I'll do a stream, and it might be a Smite stream, and if I can get any viewers, well, hey, maybe I will start doing streams with my viewers, and we can actually start like setting up hangouts. Like I can set up a hangout every Friday if you guys want to come and join me on Smite. And how diddly do, and get your happy ass in. But if it turns out that that's a dumb idea and no one's really up for it, or what have you, then we'll we'll just continue on with the normalish schedule where when I have when I can, I will do streams. But now that I have better internet, it'll actually be a lot easier for me to stream, and I should still be able to get my basic uploads out. So the main idea of the streaming setup is going to be there's going to be a lot of days where I'm going to need some extra content. And on those days, I'll need to have something that I can do. So what better way to set it up than I just hang out with my viewers, and on the Fridays when I don't have any videos that I have for that day, or maybe I'll do it on the weekends, or maybe I'll do it at another point during the week. It's a new idea. We're still in the testing stages of the internet, but um I might end up doing things like that where like maybe I'll do like, oh, if you're I don't know, playing X game, where X game could be fucking almost anything. Like if I have it, it's a viable choice. Like it's possible that that will be a thing. But like things like that where it's like, okay, well, this week we're playing X thing and next week we'll play a different thing, or every week we'll play Smite or something like that. Cuz I know that the main method of predominantly uh, this is going to sound really dumb, but gaining kind of a fan base is generally to make the fans you currently have happy. Well, aside from the fact that most of my fans seem to be kind of a-holes, y'all assholes want me to play uh like Dark Souls 3 PvP. No. Um I do want to try and get something that at least a portion of the audience is going to enjoy. Like setting up a hangout is going to be a thing that I am going to try and do. Whether that is a hangout that people actually join or not is kind of irrelevant. If you guys want to join it, join it. If you don't, it's not going to hurt my feelings. Just continue watching my crap. I work hard for this crap, you know. As bad as it is. But the idea is to try and get as many things as possible out whenever I can. Strive for better looking content. Strive for just buy base better content. Because now that my issue is no longer my connection is crap, it's gonna fall toward being like other things. And as much as I would generally be using my other mic, this is just a quick, like, I want to test it, make sure everything's fine, so that on Friday when we do our real stream, we can actually, then we'll be all kinds of like super awesome business setup. But this is just quick thing. Wanted to let everybody know that I've increased my internet's capacity. So I will definitely be doing more things. I will be uploading more frequently if I can. And hopefully that will make it so that instead of it being I have one stream a week, I can strive for, let's say, a stream every Friday, and then maybe I'll do some like any other streams aside from like a Friday stream or a Thursday stream or whatever would be like I'm bored and feel like streaming type deal. Also, hello. This is an internet test, and don't starve together. Or not don't starve together, I'm an idiot. This is Risk of Rain, which is a very different game. God, I suck. Eat missiles. Sweet. Well, hopefully, all ideas go off without a hitch, and I can actually start doing group like streams with fans or viewers. I don't think I actually have fans. I know that I have people who want to torment me when it comes to my streams, though. That's for sure. Oh. Chef Boyardee here with his cleaver, killing all the bad guys. Um, really? One gold short? I don't even have the thing that gives me one gold over time. Alright. That's better. Oh boy, the happiest mask. That's a really interesting item. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think after I'm actually going to try now. Um, and this one's short. I'll try and rush my way to the end. And we will try some smite just to see if I can. Without the connection completely shitting itself. That would be cool. If I can stream smite consistently, that's definitely something that I will do. Otherwise, I'll just continue on with my standard of playing things like Diablo 3, Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls 2, Bloodborne, essentially Souls games, and like Overlord and such. But because of the attempts of better internet connection, which should equal better content, there's going to be lots of attempts on lots of things that I normally would not be able to do. Example, normally I cannot consistently stream when I'm streaming, or I can hardly stream it in the first place, but I can't stream, Smite very effectively, or at all. So, if instead I can get away with streaming, if I can stream Smite now, where I'm actually in like a 5v5, it's a real match. I'm not against bots. I'm not against a single person. It's a real F and deal dot. Me versus me and friend. Well, me and randoms at this point versus other randoms. Then it could be something that I look into where I maybe do test builds on Smite or what have you. Things that could be interesting. Things to keep note of. Oh, there he is. But that's pretty much the idea. We're going to be doing some streams tonight. I'm gonna hopefully get 2 done, and hopefully that will tell me if my internet is better or about on par. But because this video is in a higher visual quality by base than the general content that I upload, it should actually end up at least coming out better. But that's our idea. There will be much smite to be had. There will be much lording over things. Hopefully it works out well, and I can actually start streaming more than just things like Risk of Rain that are very small. That would be the design. Whether or not that's the effect is unknown, but that's the design. So, that's our idea. We're going to do as much as we can, as consistently as we can, and hopefully it looks as good as hopefully everything goes off well, as opposed to horribly, which is way more likely, but have hope, friends, have hope. And now I need to wait for things, because I want that chest at least. Oh my god, I'm on easy at this point. Oh, there we go. There are some big old bad guys right there. So, this is essentially the idea of this entire thing is going to end up being, what can I get away with streaming to my channel in terms of games with the new connection, and what can I, like, what will start causing the connection to just drop. That's essentially the design. But so far, it's working out very well in terms of the stream's status. So far, stream has yet to die. It's been consistently at a good point. Hasn't dropped in frames. It hasn't lost. It's still working relatively fine. And so if I can keep it at that, the best bet would be if I can keep it at that and have that consistent. Like every time I stream, it's at good quality, even if I go to 720. Then yeah, we will start streaming more frequently, and we'll start streaming things like Smite and such. Hello. Oh, fuck off. Chef Boyardee is gonna kick your ass, bro. You don't even know. There we go. I don't know why the screen keeps shaking. Something in the game is like crazy smash. You know what? I'm morbidly curious now. Where the bloody hell does this go? Goes nowhere. I'll tell you where it goes. It goes right to hell. Well, this is interesting. So far, the stream hasn't had any issues. It's actually very good, all things considered, with how I thought it was going to go. So, I think that means that we will end up streaming some Smite tonight. What a horrible place for that to be. Permafrost, chance to freeze enemies unhit. Alright, so another interesting note. I haven't quite figured out when, but at some point, at some point in March, an old sort of show, I guess, for lack of a better word, will be returning to the channel. So for those of you who remember some of the older shows that I used to have on my channel, we will be returning one of them. Which bodes the question for those of you who want to know what it is before I actually announce it. You get to go back and look at all the shows that I've ever had, which is actually quite a lot, so hope you got a lot of free time. But, one of our shows is going to be coming back, as well as there's going to be, whenever it's released, I believe we will be doing the Crash Insane trilogy, because it's just a thing that I'm going to do. I'm going to record Crash as soon as I have access to it. Because it's Crash, and I am an avid Crash fan. Well, not a whole lot up there, that's for sure. Teleport to the next area. Which means the next, I'd say 2 or 3 months will be, I'd say 3 months from February. The next 3 months after February will be, we'll have new content and maybe even some returning content. But I know that in the next 3 months, 3 or 4 months, there will be a surge of content that I'm going to be trying to bring out. So by, I'd say May, April, May, there will be a big kind of explosion of stuff because the plan is to get as much content. Well, it's. I'd like to say quality over quantity, but at the same time, my quality has never really been good. No one really expects it anymore. You expect me to have crappy quality? Because if you've been watching me since I started YouTube, my quality has not gotten much better, actually. I think in certain cases it could actually have gotten slightly worse. But there will be new stuff. There will be a lot of new stuff. And depending on, I might actually end up doing a let's play of something in a very different fashion. Because generally, if I do a let's play, it's obvious. It'll be on my PS4 or my PS3, and it'll just be something short, like with certain exceptions, obviously, those being things like uh, the Ratchet and Clank games, which take a while to complete, and so on. But aside from like the certain like long games or RPGs that I play, I'm going to be trying another new thing in the coming months. After I can, whenever I can finish the uploading for the Ratchet and Clank series, because I've been kind of stuck on that because of the connection issues that I've been having. But they're fixed now, so there will be a continuation of the Ratchet and Clank series. And then I think my next thing that I'm gonna do for content. So if you want to know, I'm gonna do something that everyone seems to do when they get like a bunch of viewers. I have a Facebook page. As soon as I'm as soon as I'm 2 or 3 episodes from the end of the game, probably two episodes from the end of the game in Ratchet and Clank, going commando. I will reveal on Facebook what my next on the Nico Skilla Facebook page what the next series is going to be that's going to go on within the Ratchet and Clank time. So, for those of you who are generally coherent, like, or not coherent, consistent with the videos, like you actually watch them instead of just like, oh man, he uploaded something new. What did he screw up this time? The next thing will be something very quick, very easy, and hopefully, I mean, it'll be for me, but I don't know if it'll be for you guys, and hopefully very fun. And if it works, if it goes off successfully, then I may have found out what I'm going to do during the slow points of the Ratchet and Clank series. So whenever I would naturally be doing something like recording, say, the normal thing of I'm playing through Ratchet and Clank, I'm in the middle of going between games, so I'll pop in like Spyro or Crash, and I'll just do quick run through of that. I'll go for something a little bit more interesting, and by that I mean a separate. There's another series of games that I want to tackle. I'm not entirely sure on how it's going to work though, so or if it'll even work. So hopefully it works out. If it works out, then there will be 2 playthroughs uh, at some point for some older games, but still pretty fun games. As opposed, if it doesn't work, it'll be something not as old, but still not the worst thing I could choose to do a run of. But we're trying to tackle games that I've actually enjoyed playing, so the goal is don't play crap. So for me, for those of you who are curious, even if it's a morbid curiosity, for those of you who are wondering, crap to me would be something like GTA 5 or 4 or any of them really, because I don't like GTA, and I don't know why. I just don't. I hate all of them. Anyway. So that would mean that going through games that are for slightly older consoles, what could it possibly be? Could it be that I finally lost my mind and I'm going to go play a game I've never heard of before? No, probably not. Damn it, pork chop, get the hell away from me. Wait, it's up here? Why is it up here? Dude, why did you spawn so high? I suck! I'm the worst. Not the greatest, I am the worst. Anyway. So, I think the play now is... Oh god. I think the play now is probably going to be... watch me scrub. I can't jump. Alright. I'll give it one more shot. If I fail again, that will be the end of Risk of Rain stream for today. But that means we will be going into the proper stream, which is going to be the stream of Smite, Battleground of the Gods. And people can complain about how bad of a jungler I am or something. I don't know. Probably I might even just do something like really easy, like Assault. You know, one of those modes that most people hate for some unexplained real reason. But that will start as soon as we are finished with this, which, considering how long this game takes when you're actually doing a natural run and not faffing about and collecting crap, should be pretty soon. Dead man's foot. Drops a poison caltrap after when I'm about to die. Alright, so to the next zone. I think there's 2 left. There is 2 left. The big thing is going to be the fact that we're not set up. We're set up very poorly. Not only am I in a bad setup, I'm also playing as a relatively bad character. But I like him. Chef Boyardee to the rescue, you know. Memories from Castlevania Harmony of Despair. Ooh, that's a good one to pick up. There it is. Well, at this point, the goal is pretty simple. We need to simply get to the end, which we're luckily at, almost at, so that's good. This is the last level before the final zone. And yeah, this game is zones, essentially. And at any point, you can revisit, like during a run, if you don't think you're strong enough, you can revisit a zone that you've previously completed, which gives you another chance to earn that zone's, for lack of a better term, MacGuffin. You do not need the MacGuffins to win. The MacGuffins are extra crap. So in terms of how this is going, we have not obtained any MacGuffins. But that's fine. The MacGuffins aren't very important, though, in the grand scheme of things. They help, but they're not a hindrance if you don't collect them. It's just a matter of, do you want to find the special thing that could make subsequent runs either easier or harder? Depends. Depends on the MacGuffin and the stage you found it in. Which almost strictly just means depends on the MacGuffin. Some of them might make the game easier, some of them might make the game much harder. And no, for those of you who are curious, I'm not using like a specific build for this character. I am just grabbing whatever. Ooh, running real fast. So the best thing about this area right now is the fact that all of these enemies kind of like they all do damage, but I just got the item that makes it so that whenever I deal damage, I heal up. So that just means that so long as I'm alive and things are spawning that I can kill relatively easily, I should not have any issues with health. Which is great for when I need to do stupid shit like that. That gives me really, really good items. Actually, it gives me 2 items, which is fantastic. So I get 2 items, and I get 2 of each item that it gives me. So it gave me a thing that lets me run faster. I got 2 of them, so I run marginally faster. As well as the fact that, oh my god, I hope that noise isn't coming up on stream. Awesome, double mortars. Alright, so I don't think the audio issue is coming up on stream, so that's good. Alright. We are now getting to our final zone. There it is. Alright. So, naturally, that would be a really good item, but we're going for the ending now, so it's really unimportant. Oh shit, I died. Never mind then. I hope you guys enjoyed the Risk of Rain stream. Stick around, because we are now going to go on to the Smite stream.